Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I am back today with another Project Life video for you. This spread is going to be from my 2019 album. If you haven't seen any of my other videos from this year, I have switched up my size to 9x12. I've printed out most of my pictures already and have placed them where they're going to go. I do have a couple more to print out, which I'll do later. But right now I am looking through my cards, both my 4x6 cards and my 3x4s. I'll be using mostly cards and supplies from my Stories by the Month kit from Ali Edwards. I have really been enjoying that subscription and will continue to use it throughout the year and next year as well. I have no plans of stopping that. I have narrowed down the 3x4 cards and are placing them where I think they're going to go. I'm ready to move on to some embellishments. I'm going to pick out a couple of the chipboard pieces from the kit. I believe that I forgot to mention that this spread is from August. I've been keeping with the plan of doing 2 spreads per month, and it's worked out pretty well. Let's move on and talk about what I'm going to do next. I have a couple of these wood pieces that I'm going to put on either side of my spread. One's going to go on my picture, and then the other I'm going to make a journaling card. I'll be finishing up that journaling card here in a little bit, but right now I am going to cut down this card that says August is. I'm going to cut about an inch off so I can put that piece on top of a journaling card that I want to do because I do like the saying, and so I'm going to put some of my journaling about what happened in August on the bottom. Next up is to pick out one last journaling card. I was looking for either a pink or a yellow card to match the rest of my color scheme that's going on in this spread. Now that I've got all my pictures printed and all of my cards picked out, I am going to go ahead and get this picture stamped. The stamp is from the August Stories by the Month kit, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp it 3 times total on my picture. The first time I'm going to go ahead and put it on my ink pad and then stamp it right on the photo. The second time I want it to look a little bit faded than the first, so I put it down on my scratch paper and then put it on the photo, and then the third time I press it down a little bit more on my scratch paper so that it definitely looks a little bit faded than the first one. So here is a look at how it turned out. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but I love the end result. And so I'm going to move on to my next project, which is going to be a little bit more embellishing. I'm deciding between 2 of these chipboard pieces that I want to add to this top photo here of my 2 daughters practicing their musical instruments. I have this journaling card that says August Moments on it, and it has 3 numbers, 1, 2, and 3. So I've decided to put numbers on 3 of my pictures, and that way it corresponds to the journaling on the journaling card. So I'm going to add the number 1 to the one of my kids in the pool, and then the number 2, and then the number 3. And I'm also going to add a little white star to each of the pictures. It kind of adds a little bit more embellishing to each of the photos. The next thing that I'm going to do is that I want to get these chipboard pieces glued down on my pictures. And so I usually will take some of the backing off of them so they're not so bulky in my album. Now is the time that I am ready to add my journaling onto my journaling cards. I've got two of them printed out, and I am going to go ahead and finish up this yellow one. I'm going to put some of these gray phrase stickers that came in the kit on the bottom, and then I'm also going to add a star, and that will finish up that card. The next card that I'm going to go ahead and get finished up is the one that has the orange August is card on the top, and then I have some journaling on the bottom that I just added a black and white sticker in between the journaling and my paper there on the top. Here I am just going ahead and finishing up this journaling card. I've had this blue fan for a while in my stash, and I thought I would use it today and put another one of those wood veneer pieces on top that says warm days, because it has been very warm in August. And then I have a little bit of journaling on the bottom of the card, and there's a look at that one. It's all done. What I want to do now is put a couple of these word strips on to the right hand side of my spread, since I have some of them on the left. I wanted to add some on the right, and I thought that I could put it on that picture of me in the top right hand corner. You'll see here in a minute that I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging of the cards. I was feeling that the left-hand side was a little bit more busier than the right, and it looks a little better to me now. So I am almost done with this spread. I just have one more card to get done. I went ahead and put a couple of embellishments on that tag card, and I'm going to take one last look and call it done. I want to thank you guys for coming out today and watching. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that now. Stay tuned for some still photos right here. See you next time. Bye.